Good morning, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. And I'll tell you what's been on my heart lately. I was thinking about, for thousands of years, they've realized that our genes pass on to the next generations. And it's been recorded up to 7 generations. And it got me thinking about, like, when you go to the doctor and they ask you, do you have any family history of mental illness or disease? And they're asking that because they're thinking, if grandma and grandpa had it and great grandma and grandpa had it, you might have it. And so they want to take a look at that and get ahead of it. But something that I find amazing with all our technology and information and knowledge coming out in this age, that we can change our DNA. And I started thinking about, like, what the Christ taught, and that's why they were looking forward to a Messiah, so that we are no longer bound by the DNA of our ancestors. And a great book, I've shared this before, but just in case you're new, Dr. Caroline Leaf, and it's called Switch On Your Brain. And she talks about, she's a neuroscientist, and how we can rewire our very DNA. And my friends, that's what we have to do right now. That's Vohu Menu. That's what Zarathustra taught. That's the Christ mind, which Jesus taught. And it changes who we are, and it changes what we pass on to the next generation. And obviously it's going to change the world when we do that. But we have to do something. And so it got me thinking about Asha 4 today. And it says, create with word. What is word? It's not just spoken words. It's a vibration. We talk about this. The Christ taught, verily, verily, I say unto you, he who holds my word has God life, good life. What is God, good life? Well, do you know what? God doesn't get sick and diseased. God isn't broke and miserable. And we want that God, good life instinctively because we're children of God. But to do that, we got to remove what we call the druge, which is the lie and illusion. We have to rewire our brains. We have to change our very DNA, our very vibration, and we have the ability to do that. In Asha 4, it gives us 4 mental powers for forming. Number 1 is temperance, self-restraint, do not sin, or think err. Now, I always want to touch on this real quick. This sin is not about smoking or how long you grow your hair or how short you cut your hair, if you wear earrings or whatever. That's not sin. Okay, some of those things might be a bad idea, like smoking obviously isn't going to be the best for your health, or maybe if you have earrings, you might not get the certain job you're going after because you're being judged or something. But it's not sin. Sin is going against that instinctive nature inside of us, which is unconditional love. So sin would be being hateful because we in truth are love. So that's error. That's what sin is. It's error. It's not in alignment with our true nature. We find when we align with our true nature, that's where we find contentment and satisfaction and all those things we're seeking for. So number 1, don't think error. Makes me think, of course, of Asha 15. Only tell the truth to yourself and others. Our self-talk is so important. Speak truth to yourself. I am from good spirit. I'm made of good spirit. I'm unconditional love, peace, joy. I'm powerful. I'm free. And there might have been some things passed down in my generations, maybe addictions or anger issues or things. I'm going to overcome that because of my true identity. That's thinking truth, my friends, and not thinking error. Number 2 is fortitude, strength in facing adversity without fear and without doubt. Remember, when we worry and doubt, we are actually praying for the worst possible outcome, because that's what we're believing. When you're worried about something and in fear, just gripped by fear of something, that's what you believe is going to happen. And you might be with your words begging, oh God, please help me, or hoping for the best outcome. But what you're vibrating, what you're believing, where your faith is placed is the worst outcome. So number 2, we don't want to have fear, worry, doubt. Number 3 is reason, a basis or a cause for a belief. And we use Asha, the highest truth. So you have to have a reason to believe. Otherwise, again, you're just hoping, you're just begging. But when you have a reason and you know that you know that you know, then you get that true vibration. And ours, again, it's Asha. What is Asha? It's the perfect creator's perfect idea. In truth, an all good spirit created this world and you. And we align with that. And number 4, it's energy. You have to have a source of usable power. And my friends, everything is energy. So what energy are we going to choose? We want to choose from good spirit energy, not evil spirit energy. We want to choose the energy that's in alignment with where we want to go. And how do we go there? We go there by being it. Remember, prayer, it's not about a request, but it's a belief, and it's a holding of that high thing. We're not begging. And my friends, if we hold the wrong vibrations of the evil spirit, that's the direction we're going. If we hold the vibrations of good spirit, that's the direction we're going. And it's so simple, but where we get messed up is in our head. Remember, Asha 2 says that my mind, my spirit, my Fravashi is God, but my thoughts are not always God. So our desire is for our thoughts to align with our spirit, with our heart of hearts. And my friends, we can do that. And this is a great book. It's got a 21-day detox for retraining your brain. And then we start to create with word the original idea of the perfect creator. And in that is harmony, my friends, where everything works together in a beautiful order. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed it. Do me a favor, hit the like button, leave a comment. There's so many of you I know that watch me and never leave a comment. I want to know you. I love you guys. And so, leave a comment, share this with somebody. That's the most important, my friends. We change ourselves, we vibrate right, and we want to change the world. We're light workers. That's why we're here. That's what gives us contentment and purpose in this life. I love you so much, guys. We'll catch you next time.